Sometimes life feels heavy even when nothing terrible is happening. You wake up, check your phone, go through your day, and somehow, it all feels empty. You keep scrolling, searching for something to make you feel alive again, but nothing changes. Deep inside, you know you're meant for more than just existing. You're meant to grow, to move, to build something, and yet you feel stuck in the same place, repeating the same routine, hoping one day things will magically change. Days begin to blur together. You wake up, grab your phone, follow routines you didn't even choose, and before you realize it, the day is over. Then tomorrow comes, and it looks exactly the same. You're not making decisions, you're just reacting, not building your life, just maintaining it. This is what living on autopilot feels like: safe, predictable, but slowly draining your potential without you even noticing. There comes a moment when you pause and ask yourself, where am I actually going? Not next week, not next month, but in life. And suddenly you don't have an answer. You're moving but not progressing, busy but not growing. Time keeps passing and you feel like you're watching your own life from the outside. And then something shifts. Maybe it's a quiet realization, maybe it's exhaustion, maybe it's the fear of wasting your life. But for the first time, you feel the urge to reset, not to run away, not to escape, but to rebuild, slowly, intentionally, from the ground up. The world is full of noise, notifications, entertainment, endless scrolling, all designed to keep you distracted. Not because you're weak, but because distraction is easy, it's comfortable, it feels good in the moment. But every minute spent escaping reality is a minute not spent building it. Sometimes the people around you don't push you forward, not because they're bad, but because they're comfortable too, and comfort spreads. You start settling, laughing, hanging out, passing time, but never really growing. And before you know it, years go by in the same place. Every transformation begins quietly, not with a big speech, not with a dramatic decision, but with a small moment. Waking up earlier, breathing deeper, deciding that today will be just a little different from yesterday. When your body starts moving, your mind follows. One step outside, one run, one drop of sweat. It's not about becoming perfect. It's about reminding yourself that you're alive and capable of change. What you feed your mind shapes your future. The things you watch, the things you read, the things you learn, they slowly build the person you become. A stronger mind doesn't appear overnight. It's trained daily through focus and intention. You don't need to know everything. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a direction. Something that gives your effort meaning, something that pulls you forward instead of keeping you in place. Skills change everything. They give you independence, confidence, opportunities. While others wait for luck, people with skills create their own chances. They grow, adapt, and move forward, no matter where they start. Real growth is quiet, no applause, no instant results, just small improvements repeated every day. And one day you look back and realize you're not the same person anymore. The moment you choose to move forward, life slowly begins to respond in ways you didn't expect. Doors that once felt locked start to open. New ideas replace your doubts, and your energy begins to return little by little. Not because everything suddenly becomes easy, but because you finally decide to move instead of staying stuck. As you take action, you start to trust yourself again. Small steps turn into habits, and those habits slowly create a new direction in your life. You realize that clarity doesn't come before action, it comes from action itself. The more you try, the more you grow. There will still be days when you feel tired or unsure, but now you're no longer standing still. You're moving, learning, and becoming stronger with every step. And that's when everything starts to change. Because once you move forward, life begins to meet you halfway. You don't become a new person in one night. You become better step by step, choice by choice, habit by habit. And one day you realize the life you wanted wasn't far away. It was built slowly by becoming just a little better every single day.